I am going to help you avoid the 12 years of pain that I went through to finally understand money, how to make it, how to hold it, and how to finally feel good about receiving it once it starts flowing in. Because calling in wealth isn't just about strategy. It's about self-worth, nervous system safety, and being in integrity with who you really are. So if you're on the edge of your next big leap, or you're just tired of spinning your wheels, then stick around to the end of this video because I'm going to share 3 things that I would focus on first to make sure that you are actually ready for the wealth that you're calling in. And you're not going to want to miss it. This is the foundation that everything else is built on, and once you understand these 3 things, you'll see opportunities and possibilities everywhere that were invisible to you before. Hi, nice to meet you. I am Chelsea Wells, a corporate escapee turned money mindset coach. I used to be successful on paper, working for a well-known company with a high salary and generous bonus package. And my title even had the word senior in it. Everything always looked wonderful on the outside, but on the inside, I was extremely empty. I had all of the titles, the accolades, the education that I was supposed to want to have, but no matter how much I made, I always still felt like an imposter. And that's because deep down, I never felt truly worthy of any of it. But what I really craved was purpose in my work and the safety to receive the kind of money that I was secretly dreaming about having. Then it all came crashing down on me unexpectedly the minute that I was promoted to the 6-figure salary that I had been working towards for years. As somebody who grew up really poor, I wanted absolutely nothing more than to break the poverty cycle that we had all been in. And so this was supposed to be my moment, and I just couldn't understand why I was in tears when I hung up the phone. Eventually, I realized that if I continued down this path, that I would never ever make it off the hamster wheel of trying to prove that I was enough as a person. And that is when it hit me that I had only been working to solve half of the problem. In order to change the poverty cycle that I was stuck in, that meant I had to change my relationship with money, which meant my own self-worth. Otherwise, it would constantly feel like I was running away from my life and not towards it. Because honestly, what sense is there in having money if it never truly feels like enough? Now, what happened next may sound backwards, but I need you to stick with me here. The very first action that I took was to quit my safe job. I know, it sounds really crazy, right? That's how you quit your relationship with money? You quit the safe job with the high salary? I didn't even tell you yet that I have 2 kids, a dog, and a mortgage. But the problem was that I was working a job that did not keep me happy or fulfilled, and settling is a big sign of low self-worth. So the plan that I had to ease this big transition was to start a side hustle so that I could at least feel purposeful in that way. Building a business was something that was so exciting for me, and I was really pumped to get started. It ended up becoming really successful and quickly became a full-time gig. And at first, this felt like freedom because I had full creative control and full control of my own hours. I was hitting 13K, 15K, and 17K months consistently, but it soon became extremely clear that I was still avoiding the deep money work that needed to be done because I was terrified of what I would find once I took a look under the money hood. And this is when I hit my second rock bottom in 2 years. I was making more money each month than I ever had in my entire life, but I still did not feel safe, secure, or happy with money. I had ended up just recreating the exact same pressure that I had in corporate, but I had a different wallpaper around me now. The anxiety, scarcity, and self-doubt had followed me. I thought that running my own business was the answer, but I didn't need a new job. I needed to change the way that I think. This is when it became crystal clear that I had no choice but to start becoming extremely intentional about working on my own money mindset and making the changes from the inside out. So from that day forward, I began healing my relationship with money. I bought multiple different programs and I pieced the best of them together to help me feel worthy of the big life that I was calling in as an entrepreneur. Now I finally feel safe, worthy, and whole, which has allowed me to quit the corporate job and the side hustles I was doing that were not bringing me any purpose. I fully understand now that I am deserving of every single thing that I dream of, and that honoring that vision in me is the only true source of abundance and the key to unlocking wealth. I am finally building my own soul-aligned business where I'm working as a money mindset coach to help entrepreneurs overcome the exact same blocks that I had. I am helping them rewire their money minds to grow their worth and wealth. So today I'm handing over the keys and I'm going to let you know the 3 things that I would focus on to make sure that I am ready for the wealth I am calling in if I was going to be starting over today. First, I would understand my why for making my money. Having a solid why works in 2 ways. It propels you forward towards your goals and it helps you stay at ease when the guilt begins to creep in and starts making you ask yourself, but why do I need so much money in the first place? Chances are that your growing business will give back to your family, the community, create jobs, and pave way for new generations to come, meaning that your reasons for calling in money are even bigger than you. Having your why front and center will help quiet those voices over time, leaving more thought space for innovation. I would take the time to figure out my core money blocks. Understanding what is holding you back subconsciously from reaching that next level of income is a game changer. 95% of our thought processes are subconscious. This means that a significant portion of our thinking, including decisions, actions, and behaviors, are driven by subconscious influences. Think about it this way. Your conscious mind is the GPS, but your subconscious mind is really the one driving the car. And it could be using old, outdated maps that you didn't even know existed to build the route that you're taking. Lastly, I would take those core money blocks we discovered and rewire my thoughts around money. Chances are, even if you say, money is energy, I know that it will just flow to me, that you don't truly believe that unless you've done the work to rewire your subconscious mind. Because of all the programming that we've received growing up, our subconscious minds are still running a lot of counterintuitive scripts to that behind the scenes. And those are going to sound something like, but I thought money was a limited resource. Aren't people with too much money greedy anyways? I'm not sure I even deserve that much money for what I'm doing. I mean, it's not like I'm Mother Teresa or anything. If you truly believe any of those thoughts, then that is a telltale indicator of how much money you'll actually be able to make. But once we do the work to fix these contradictory relationships inside of our minds, we stop them from fighting each other inside of the ring, and that frees up space for the abundance to flow. I will be here every other week breaking down old money beliefs to help you rewire your brain and create a new money story. Follow me on Instagram and TikTok at _wealthshift and subscribe below if you enjoyed this video and want more content just like this. And if you're ready to stop self-sabotaging your success and finally build the business that aligns with your worth, then email me at hello.yourgoodcoach.com to join the waitlist for my program and download my free money block decoder. I have provided a link below in the show notes. And if this story hit home for you, drop a money emoji down in the comments below so that I know I'm not alone.